Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Served Cold demo. I think this is my first time of continuing playing the demo, any demo on my channel. This game is really promising. I really like it, so I really want to continue playing as long as I have this opportunity. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets, as he inspects the other guests with confusion. Why the confusion? I know that when I was editing, I understood my confusion because I actually need to press this button to talk with customers about their time at the other bar. What was the name? And I didn't. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens. Barkeep. Seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. They're good people, mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on the street knew you here. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Case, open the notebook to present him with a new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume actions, so make sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. Now select the potential patron's clue to see what he has to say about it. So Alina Dragos, Killian Durant and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reid was murdered. And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovy, and the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out two photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty-looking syringe. It is empty and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. Ew! Don't like that. So maybe I didn't really make a mistake. Or maybe I did. These two items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions about the syringe? The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of a lethal toxin. Back before the prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark from this needle. Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately, this one is available at any pharmacy. Doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Sarah either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. I think that was Peter, and he was right about the perpetrator being the coward. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it, if this was back in Belgium, I'd know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him. Or her. Doesn't have to be him. About the lighter. It was close to the body and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around at a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Nasty habit. No! I don't like how judgmental you are. I'm surprised you think so. Most people here smoke, especially those with colorful backgrounds. Not everyone. Someone wasn't very fond of smoking. Don't remember who though. Well, no more questions. All is clear. Good. One last thing. Hand over your notebook. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section at the back. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about this case. The detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are: what is the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure, and you should also consider evidence that might clear a subject. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no, but it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down, and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. Oof. Hugo has just added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button in the top right of the screen. This button also works when not in conversation with a customer. Select the highlighted tab at the top to navigate to the newly added case page. Oh! In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. The case file displays clues that show a suspect's motive, the evidence that proves they could have committed a crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a potential culprit, such as an alibi. Once you're confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. For now, press X in the top right to exit the notebook. If you're already in conversation with Hugo, like you are now, you can also press this button in the bottom right to submit your case. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get one shot. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent and who is guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. No pressure. Let's serve him a drink. Would you like a drink, Constable? I shouldn't, but perhaps just one won't hurt. I don't remember what he likes. Wake-up call wasn't too bad, I suppose. Let's try maybe cold winter this time. Not bad at all, very pleasant actually. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Do you have any questions? Well, I have asked questions about this. I don't know, to be honest. Will that make sense to present this clue, for example? Asking a criminal about a crime. Smart. Report what you find from this line of investigation. We can't fail to follow any leads here. Let's try another one. Based on his presence alone, I think is worth considering. I agree he's a key person of interest, and investigating him thoroughly is worthwhile. I will present the lighter. The lighter, why are you showing me this again? Do you smoke, Hugo? Barkeep, I'm not a suspect. I'm just curious. Of course I smoke. I knew it. You need something to help you relax. I'm an underpaid constable with a bulging caseload and a junior detective snapping at my heels while we both chase the same promotion. Tobacco is the safest stimulant I could choose. Right, but aren't cigarettes expensive? I don't know what you're hinting at, but that's enough now. Alright. Then I'm going to present the syringe as well. I don't know anything more than I've already told you. Let's work together to find how it all fits in the bigger picture. Alright, well... Oh, wait! I have more questions for you, apparently. I wanna know who I'm working for. Constable Hugo Mertens, that's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies? I'm partial to pointless conversation and wasting my time. Okay, I won't ask. What sort of drink do you usually like, Constable? Something with coffee, why? It's my job to know. I suppose it is. Do you memorize everyone's favorite drink? I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. Noting that down. Alright, well, I'm learning more about him now. Do you know Peter? Peter has a storied history with the Bukavi police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish, maybe even the Brugger boys gang under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all of this. But she's white collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. Why are you doing a detective's job? Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions they forget to actually look for criminals. Right, so he's constable, not a detective. He's chasing this promotion and he's hopeful that solving this case will help him to get that promotion. One of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bukavi Boulevard killer are old blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I can tolerate them being competitive, but not when there is human lives at stake. I didn't expect you to be so noble. Alrighty, bye my friend. Good evening. Such a pleasure speaking with you. So here, oh, the keyboard works as well. I can use A and D. I tried it before, I think, and it wasn't working. Maybe I didn't try hard enough. Alright, don't remember your name. Why can't I select you guys? Oh, again. I'm trying to remember her name. It was only yesterday. I remember Wendy. I remember Maria. Alina. Yes. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? I need to get you really drunk, actually. Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. I need to get you a drink first. My favorite has to be the poisoned rope. Nothing tops that one. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. Righty. The problem with the poison drop that it doesn't contain too much alcohol. I need to make her drunk so she could spill secrets about Natalia. So I am sorry, but it will have to be night count. Well, I definitely don't hate it, thanks. Oh, but the action points just 3. Right, and now I can try talking about Natalia Reid again. Natalia, why asking me about Natalia Reid? Just talk to me. Well, I know that she was a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father. You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? Oh, wow! I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a board. Nothing I did could dislodge her. I might try to accept her if she curbed his worst impulses, but she gambled as much as father does. She was an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called her out for her scheme, she even threatened to have my father write me out of his will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings. What is happening? But I won't do it. If I'm being happy today, makes me seem callous or even suspicious. Oh, maybe the bad mood. Something happened, but I didn't notice. I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. I see. Interesting. Let's try showing her a clue. Like blonde victims. She's blonde as well. What does that sign mean? Like I see that is a brain, but what does it mean in this situation? Okay, I will try blonde victims and I will try the lighter. Thanks for making me feel vulnerable. Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't help at all. The lighter. Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. If there is something you want to know, ask. Do you smoke, Alina? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to ensure nobody is within hearing distance. I don't smoke at all. I agree with Maria. It's a terrible thing to do. Her initial reaction tells you there is more to the story. Perhaps she's willing to share more when she feels more comfortable around you. Hopefully. Sure, I believe you. Wait, is it the time? I should get going. Yeah, I got her drunk, but I didn't get many action points. That's unfortunate. Oh well, see you later. Killian? Bartender, we meet again. I need a drink. Please surprise me with something nice. Let's surprise him with something nice. He likes Parry Joy, but that is not his favorite drink. Let's try something less, maybe alcoholic, something like, let's try mint punch. Haven't I done this yet? Don't remember this depiction at all. No, I haven't. I don't remember this either. Oh, this looks fine indeed. He liked it. Alright, well, let's try finding something out. We have 4 action points and he's not quite drunk, but he likes us better now and he's in a good mood, so let's try something. Oh, let's try gossiping about Alina. Alina is not capable of such things. She's a lady and a good sport. Mostly, you should redirect your investigations. Oh, so that didn't really help. I guess. Alright. Let's try potential patrons, maybe. Sure, I visited. I bet you It isn't working out. The lighter. A lighter? Good. I'm not sure what this has to do with me. Are you a smoker, Killian? Killian looks uncomfortable, as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits. Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Smart man. So I think that he smokes, but he doesn't let know his parents, I think. But I'm not having much luck with you. About you smoking, I can ask that again, or should I better ask about the syringe? Hey, now that syringe looks familiar. It does? Right, his father is a doctor. Of course, my mom is a medical professional. Oh, her mother as well. So we have some of this lying around his surgery. That's unusual for those times, but then this is like an alternative timeline in the universe, so maybe that works. She even has some at her home practice, behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly borrow from my mother, and actually you... No way. I missed an opportunity. She did. Yes, it's how we got initially acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing, but back then she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth. She has really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things are stored. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless. I will keep that in mind. Interesting. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Bye. Lara is back. Quick, you got to set me up. I'm in desperate need for a drink. What have I missed? Oh, I actually didn't have a proper conversation with you. So that is interesting, but first I need to get you a drink. Nothing too strong, I have work tomorrow. She likes Copper Bullet. She loves Copper Bullet. Hey. I wish this part of the gameplay was a little bit more difficult, more challenging, because it doesn't present any challenge at all, but also I think maybe as we go the drinks will become more complicated, and I don't know, maybe that's good that it is easy. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. Right, so she's slightly drunk and in a good mood. Let's try asking her about something. I don't know, to be honest. Let's try talking about Natalia Reid. I guess I've seen her a few times before the murder. She was in the spy lounge in the hotel a lot. Same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Olivia. Who's Olivia? Sounds familiar, but Olivia. Don't know. I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That stuck with me, cause Olivia is kind of a big deal even amongst that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too, usually away from the bar though, over at the Vantage booth. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well, cause he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? No, I get it. I got some new clues, I think. Yes, good. I have 3 more actions. Did you come from work? No, I work in the hotel, so my shift starts early and finishes early. I have later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training real hard just now. Training for what? My grey belt. That's a martial combat thing, right? It's a Bartitsu grading symbol. When I can take my seafood down to the mat, I gain the gray belt. Nice! Good luck! I have 2 more points. Should I ask her about the job, or maybe should I present some clues? The lighter. The lighter seems to be important. A lighter? What's that got to do with me? Do you smoke, Clara? There is no way in Hades I can afford cigarettes, though I can swipe some from time to time from Norval, the bellhop. You steal them? Yeah, he's usually drunk on Monday mornings, so I can swipe them. But I'm sure a sugar can't buy any, and Norval is rising up, so it's getting harder and harder to nab some. Alright, the last one. Maybe let's talk about Maria. She's a decent sort. I saw her once or twice back when I worked at the bar at the hotel. It seems Clara is being nice when talking about Maria, but you can tell there is more to the story. I guess there is romantic interest, maybe even mutual. But, oh wait, I have work tomorrow. I got to get some sleep, so good luck with the bar. Thank you. Night night. So I have 3 more people. And then I have my detective over there as well. Wait, you're my owner? Well, not my, but... Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip or something after a long day of reading. You could be the killer. Why wouldn't you? Evening, Mr. Floir. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Alright, what sort of drink do you like, Vincent? Something classy with red wine served over ice, though feel free to experiment if inspiration strikes. Alright, and a lemon. I love sucking on the lemon afterwards. Got it. Wine. Oh, right, Eastern Ruby. Correctly, right? This is his favorite. Maybe I could try something else. Evening prayer seems to be nice as well. There is white wine and a lemon as well. Yeah, let's try evening prayer. That's a different picture than yesterday. No? I feel like it was different. Delectable. Good job. Okay. Have other speakeasies been raided? I'm sure dissatisfied patrons have alerted the authorities on a few occasions, but I've met a fair few officers and even detectives in speakeasies. They think the laws don't apply to them. But I think the political climate has shifted. The Bukovi City Council has taken a harder line, and they may even be incentivizing officers to close more establishments. The economy may be booming, but the explosion of wealth is far from equitable. Speculators in the radio carriage and whale oil businesses are rolling in cash, but the public services and the police in particular are paid peanuts. The speculators climbed a ladder and pulled it up after themselves. Now they are making us fight each other for table scraps while looking down on us all, legitimate business owners and police officers alike. There is a cadence to his voice that makes him sound cold and unemotional as he speaks. It's like he's rehearsed this topic, or maybe he's gotten sick of talking about it. I'm rambling again, so let's change the subject. Okay, maybe you could tell me something about Killian. He's a boy in a man costume, petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child round the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, all so unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. He taps his bar in annoyance. Typical of the nouveau riche. They can buy everything but class. Oh, that's where nourish come from, right? That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. I have 2 more action points. I will ask about Natalia and then I will show you clue, or maybe let's try showing 2 clues. For example, this one. Who is Olivia? I just can't remember who Olivia is. Olivia. Oh, Olivia Carmine or Carmine. Right. I see. That could be useful then. Can't say I know too much about this Elliot person, but I can confirm that Natalia did often enjoy hanging out at the hotel. It's located near her favorite casino and was surrounded by quite a few speakeasies once the hotel bar shut down. Good to know. That didn't help me at all. Okay, let's try the lighter now. A fancy lighter? Not exactly my taste. What is this about? Do you smoke, Mr. Floor? Doesn't everyone? We must make the most of the time we have and find joy where we can. Ideally with lots of finely toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks and a friend to share it all with. I will have to agree with that because I want to get one heart with you. Yes, my first heart! Never mistake a lack of vice for a virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink and love good coffee. The worst man I ever met loved decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging, it was just a question. Then yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with the light, I'm afraid. It's alright. Look at the time, I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise longue upstairs before and my back did not thank me. Good night. Elliot? Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. We discourage smoking. These are menthol and they make your breath smell good. If you must, I must. What do you need from me? Alright, first of all, a drink. What do you like? Don't remember. Cooper Bullet was a neutral one. Let's see. Right, so I remember that I was told that he was an alcoholic, but if I give him the night count, I will get only 1 point. So that is not good. I need to get 6, but there is no 6, there's only 5. Okay, I will try night count. I'm going home. The last drink is making me feel a little giddy. Oh, I failed. Good job. Hi, Joan Lacey. Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. Right. Oh gosh. I will try to give you a drink. He likes night count, but then he will be too drunk, so that's not good. I need to get him something like 5, evening prayer maybe will do good. Goes down quite nicely. Okay, I need to try to share something happy with him while you're here. Oh, wait, that was an action point. Father Lacey hovers the glass between his fingers, swinging it gently back and forth like a metronome. You're not sure if he will ever answer the question. My father passed away. I'm sorry. He did not pass of old age or anything like that. He died of a disease that was painful, constant, and, in essence, cruel. That's hard. I know I wasn't a very inspiring son, but he wasn't a very inspiring father either. I still miss him though. I still remember the last advice he gave me. What was it? In life, don't aim for mediocrity. Good advice, I guess. I wasn't finished. Don't aim for mediocrity. For men like us, that's too ambitious. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if I've lost my faith and haven't noticed, like when you drop your keys and don't realize until you're facing a locked door. I'm not sure how the goddess can be real when the world is so cruel, but I'm sure fate wouldn't deprive me of one more authority figure who is disappointed in me. I understand. I tried to share something happy, but I don't expect that you will smoke. A lighter? What am I supposed to tell you about this? Do you smoke, Father Lacey? I'd rather have the devil flay me alive. We all have our vices, but suicide, even if it's slow, is a sin. Seems a bit extreme. Flagellation used to be common in the church. Poor choice of words, I suppose. Perhaps. Okay. Tell me about your father. There is not much to say. He was just like me. And now he's gone. I feel like this will sound strange, but I feel like the goddess has rejected him and me too. Rejected? Yes, after he died a slow, painful death, people asked me if I had lost my faith. But I feel like if I did, the goddess just wouldn't care. Doesn't your goddess care for everyone? Oh no. Where did I get that? That's not in the book. That's not in any of the books. I keep trying to find the goddess, but she's never there. It's in the sewage that you find grace, or so I tell everyone who speaks so gloomily. I'm sorry. He came here to hear some happy news, something happy, and I'm just creating more gloom. Finally, let's ask about Natalia Reid. Can't say I've heard of her. Who is she? A woman who died recently? Oh, that's horrible. I hope she found peace in the end. As much as I'd love to stay, I have an early morning sermon. That was a fail. I had 2 fails today. Goodbye. So do I kick you out, or is there anything that I can speak with you about blonde victims? I might have overshared when I had a few too many drinks. Let's not discuss this further. I trust your discretion on this. Evil stepmother? Yes, this could be a lead. You'll need evidence that Alina had the means, or she was there. Work hard and build a case. Dr. Durand? You should follow this line of thought. Perhaps think more on it this evening. The doctor is the key piece of the puzzle. So you aren't going to help me in any way, right? Interesting. Confront Elliot and Alina with this and see how they respond. Put them on the spot. I failed with Elliot, so maybe next time. And watch out for the quivering lip or the twitching eye. Oh, I see. And I had the last one that I haven't raised kind of yet. It's still not grayed out, so I'm gonna ask this one as well. Yes, I know it. The constabulary should have shut that place down a long time ago. I confess I prefer it here, though it's a strange place for us to be working as detectives together. Alright, I will bid you farewell and have a nice evening. Let's try connecting some of the clues. the lighter, the syringe, blonde victims, evil stepmother, lounge charts, and Dr. Durand. I need to talk with them before I can link any of the clues, I would say. These two link together definitely. Killer Killian. No, I'm not thinking about him as a killer quite yet. Evil stepmother. Don't really know if it relates to anything, but I can try. Nope, that's not working out. There is no links to it at this very moment. Let's try these two maybe. No, I'm just gonna try finding any links that is possible. And none. So I will remove that as well for now. Okay, it seems that there is no more connections. So I will finish the day. And I'm very tempted to continue. And maybe I will. Like, it would be amazing for a demo to have 3 parts, or even 4, on my channel. But I also want to keep something for the full release. But I expect that the full release will have more cases than just 1, so that is a difficult decision. Anyway, I will end this part here. I might continue it next time, I might not. Thank you for watching, see you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. Bye bye!